Alright, what's up, penis puffer? Welcome to a Frazzlog. It's fucking 900 degrees out, burning my ass hairs off. Let me roll my window blue. I don't know if it's screwing mic quality or not, but I feel like this will be a little better. Yeah, so I've been coughing up phlegm like for the past 4 weeks. Not good. So yeah, pussies and marijuana, you know, just the general runabout of the world. You see, it's kind of crazy because if you think about Al Gore started it all. He's a ingrate, you know. Not much good to say about Mr. Gore. But yeah, so last time I was making a video is about Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Echoes for the 3DS. I was 6 hours in, I think, roughly. Now I'm 20 hours in, still playing it. Those first 10 hours go by really quickly. Like you're on Act 4 pretty much by the 10-hour mark. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how many acts are in this game. Still don't know. And that's what scares me. But I'm at the point now, like I said, I'm at 20 hours in. I don't feel like this is a full-length game. Like, if there is only going to be 5 acts, like, Act 5 better be humongous. My only fucking problem with this game is that the pacing is really, really bad. So, Act 1, you play as the main character. You know, you play as Elm. Act 2, you play as the other main character, Celica. And then in Act 3, you guys kind of meet up. And then what they do, which is really cool actually, is so it's the same overworld map, where you click on your character and then move to the next level or whatever. Or you can backtrack back to town if you want. Or the whole point of the overworld map is to basically get rid of the level screen, a level select screen, or you know how in the other Fire Emblem games you'd beat a level, you'd get some some story, and then it would say mission 6, fire amongst us, and then you'd beat that mission, get a bunch of story, and then mission 7, fire walks with us. You know, there was a transition screen from level to level. In this game, it's just you have the map screen, you move your character over to the level, you beat the level, then you move to the next area. But you can move back and forth on the board. So for example, I like to level all my characters up to 20 before I promote them to the next class. So my archer, for example, that bitch is going to be level 20 before I turn him into a sniper. Same with my Pegasus Knight. I'm not gonna evolve them until they're ready to become a Falcon Knight at level 20. So because I'm at pretty much the end of Celica's story for Act 4, I had to move back on the board to get back to you level up at these. Well, you change your class by going to these shrines, and there's not a shortage of them, but they're kind of back there a ways. There's one every 10 levels or something like that, or every 5 levels or some shit. And so I had to run back there to go find it, and I did that. And I've got Ginny, who is she's a priestess. She leveled up. Kala, I think her name is. She's the green-haired Pegasus Knight sister. Can you please fucking... Oh my god. I'm driving through this little shitty town right now. It's called Groton, New York. Groton, New York. It's got the worst parking in the history of the world. Not really, but it's got pretty bad parking. It's full of degenerates. You think you know a degenerate, but literally there's 5 people sitting in foldable chairs in front of 7-Eleven right now. Why? Why are they doing that? So you can stare at the random residential area in front of you? Because that's all that's in front of you. There's 3 gas stations all within a minute of each other, I guess you'd say. Really not that spaced apart. But anyways, yeah. So the thing I like about the story in this game is Act 3, Alm is on one half of the map and Celica's on the other half of the map. And basically what happens is they reunite, something happens, and then they get separated. So my obvious opinion of where this is going is they're both doing, like, you know, they're both parallel to each other, right? They're working their way up, and then eventually they're gonna reunite in Act 5 probably, or Act 6, or maybe even in Act 4. I honestly have no fucking clue, but I feel like obviously they're gonna reunite. And because the thing also that's driving me crazy is in the other Fire Emblem games, I think your party pretty much capped out at around like 14 people or 15 people or some number like that, something like that. But this game, I mean, Elm's party is already like 15 or 16 people, and then $3 for a fucking one. Let's see if I got that. I'm at a car wash right now. Let's see, I got 8 quarters back there. I'm at the 10 quarters. Don't you know how nickels look very similar to quarters? I do. This machine only takes quarters, right? Coins only. It doesn't say. Maybe it'll take dimes? I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in a second. So we're up to 10 quarters. 10 quarters being 250. So let's just take 5 dimes. If this machine doesn't take dimes in the year 2017, I'm losing hope for society. Ow, my fucking finger. Alright, let's see this shit. Let's see this shit. Oh, I should probably, you know, shift in the park. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm fucking going cuckoo here. Coins only. It says deposit. Let's see. Alright, so we might be screwed. The only machine here that gives you change is for $1 bills and $5 bills. So, what we're going to do, dig around this pile a little further. Probably not find anything. The way I see it, it's always worth looking, you know. It's really easy to overlook things. However, I think at this point I have exhausted it. So let's close this. But yeah, so Fire Emblem's going good. You know, pretty cool. I don't even remember. I lost my complete train of thought. My big point of the game, though, is that it feels a little rushed compared to the other Fire Emblem games. Like, I don't know how much story's left, but only a bunch of my guys are about to promote. Like, I feel like I'm still missing a bunch of people. Let's see if I can just run this bastard with just normal quarters. Like, do I have to do... Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if this works or not. I'm feeling that it's not, but we'll try it anyways. Let's see. Talk about lucky, I just found 2 quarters. There we go. Whew. The machine, I think, shut off early. That's bullshit. But what can you do, man? America. Alright, so, you know, we're just doing it big today. We're getting out of work, playing Fire Emblem. Not really. We're working our butt off. Working our butt off, yeah. There you go. Wipe that one. Alright. I have the camera sitting where the speedometer actually is. It looks a little weird. But yeah, I've been playing the shit out of Fire Emblem. Overwatch again is in another event. So that's cool. Not to be racist, this is more of like a social observation I've noticed. It seems like Asian people own a lot of car washes. Again, this is not racism. Like in my experience, I've seen a lot of, you know, a lot of those establishments run by the Asian community. So, just an observation, nothing to say. But when I was pulling out of there, I just saw the guy like, he's like giving me the evil eye. Like, that's right, use my pump, boy. And I was like, oh, okay, sir, I'm sorry. But, yeah, you know, just getting the car washed. We're going to go home and play some Overwatch. Hopefully I'll have Fire Emblem B soon. Like I said, I'm at like hour 20 right now, so it honestly, I can't imagine it has that much more to go. Like, where I'm at story-wise, it seems pretty close to, like, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm predicting. I'm thinking Act 5, we reunite. Or maybe we don't even reunite. Maybe I reunite with Celica's army. And then Celica does something else or something. And Act 6 will be like, Celica's back. Now we gotta fucking take out the evil. Because at this point in the story, this is very light spoilers, by the way. So there's a vision, I think in Act 2. Celica like wakes up from a nightmare where she's in a spectral form. She's in this ghost mode where she's trying to talk to Alm, but he's fighting the king of the bad kingdom that we're trying to fight right now. They're having like a 1v1 sword fight, and she's like trying to jump at him and like hold him and like touch him and stuff, but he's not seeing her. He doesn't know she's there. So she's clearly gonna be in this weird mode eventually. So my prediction, and this is a very loose guess, you know. I think, like I said, in Act 4 right now, we're getting pretty close to reuniting. I think Act 5, whatever Celica goes to do, it's gonna like put her into that like afterlife mode or whatever, ghost boy mode, and then she's going to like go do her thing, and then I'm gonna have all of Celica's army mixed in with my army, which is good, because that's one really cool thing is both Alm and Celica have really good units, and it's like Alm, for example, he has more of like the Cavaliers, and he has like the melee guys, and whereas Celica has more of like the magic people. She can heal herself. I'm saying, like, she herself can heal others. She has like white magic or whatever, and she's a priestess or whatever. And then she actually has Ginny, who's also another priestess, so she can heal. And they're doing this thing where not only are they using light magic, but they're using like black magic. So in the other Fire Emblem games, there's always been like a cleric or like a healing class, which is cool. But so what they did with the cleric in this game is they made it so not only do they use their white magic, but they have black magic. They do this move that you absorb their HP and it becomes your HP. So like let's say they attack you, it's actually a really good move, because you know they'll do like 10 damage on you. You'll hit them with a spell and you'll get back 8 of it or 10 of it or 12 of it, whatever. however strong the character is. So it's a really cool like tweak they did to the cleric or whatever. But then, like I said, he has got like more cavaliers, and he's got he's different too, because Alm starts off in a very odd position for a Fire Emblem game. Whereas I think this game is not like the other Fire Emblem games. You start off with 5 base class guys who are just villagers. Villager was like a class they introduced in Awakening, and so the whole idea of the villagers is that they can change into any of the 5 starting classes. So you could go into either a soldier, which can become like the horse knights. You can go into an archer, which can become a sniper. You can turn into a mage, which can become like a sorcerer. You can turn into a healer, which can turn into a bigger healer. And then there's, I think, one more. Oh, the Myrmidon. You can turn into a mercenary and then a Myrmidon or whatever. So you've got these 5 like naked characters that you could build however you want to build them. And then you still find like all the other units and stuff. Now what this game doesn't have that like every other game has is that overpowered unit that you just like get given to you like right in the beginning. So like in Fire Emblem Radiance, you have Titania. In Fire Emblem 7, like with Lindis and with Elwood or whatever, you have, what's his name, Marcus? The horse knight guy. It's usually a horse knight. But yeah, this game I don't think really has that. I don't think so, at least. I don't know, it's hard to say. But so far I've been hit by a lot of difficulty spikes, and that's what I was bitching about originally, was this, like, the other Fire Emblem games, it felt a lot more consistent. Like, you know, you do this level. Oh, guess what? This level has Fog of War. Okay. All right, now this next level. What's going on here? Okay, so these guys are, you know, it's just like, oh, you caught them by surprise. You're getting a smaller invasion of enemies. Like, the levels were kind of more diverse, I guess. Whereas in Fire Emblem Echoes, like, literally, it's, for Celica, it's like easy level, easy level, easy level, easy level. Short encounter, like very easy levels. But Alm is over there fucking getting his ass rammed hard. Fighting, there's this level I'm on. The maps are in this game are fucking humongous, by the way. It's literally an open field. They're at one side, you're at the other side, and they're charging you. But like, it's set up so there's like 3 different groups of enemy. Middle guys are pretty weak, it's just like mages only. The left group is a bunch of horse guys, and what the hell is that? I heard something fall, I didn't know what that was. It scared the shit out of me. Somebody yelled and I heard something fall in the back seat. Oh god, it scared me. Yeah, so that happened. Fire Emblem, yeah, just so Alma, he's just getting his ass rammed right now by these levels, dude. Where Celica, she's breezing through this shit. I got to where did I get? I got into Act 4, tried one of Alm's level, and I said, this is way too fucking hard. Switched over to Celica's, breezed through all like 4 or 5 of her levels. And now it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I don't know. This is gonna be the longest Frazzlog in history. We're at 26 minutes. I'm trying to read the font because it like blends in with the sun in my background. So it says that I've recorded 3,000 megabytes of 21,000. I forgot I have a giant SD card. Yeah, penises, dinguses, wild boys. What else was I gonna say? Overwatch is loving it. I'm loving the shit out of that game. I think I'm kind of like wearing down a little bit. And I mean, that's a character flaw. Like, I naturally get bored of things eventually. I gotta say, the first fucking year of Overwatch, it was so like engaging. Like that was a game where like you can make any game fun if you're playing it with friends. And I had my boy. We were playing that shit every event. We were loving it, getting all the skins, getting all the items and shit. Fun as fuck. And then, you know, that comes with, like, if he said, hey, dude, let's go on Halo 3 right now. I could go on Halo 3 right now and have a blast. He could say, Leo, let's go play, you know, let's go play fucking Twisted Metal 2. And I'd still love it. But, like, it's a lot harder to find multiplayer type of games engaging when you're by yourself. So Overwatch, it found kind of a way around that. They made me want to get those items, those limited items there for the seasonal events. So that was a really good way to kind of give me a jump shot back to like, oh hey, like it can be pretty fun to play by yourself sometimes. So like there's 1v1 mode. I love playing 1v1 in games, and for the past like 5 years, maybe even more, I really haven't seen too many multiplayer games that promote 1v1s. You know, usually you have to go for like a strategy game or a fighting game for a 1v1, you know. Even like 3v3s and 2v2s, I like those. Once you start getting past 4v4 or even 4v4s, to me, they kind of get boring. So I always like those lesser modes. Thank you, Halo 2. Halo 2 made me love that shit. Free-for-alls, fucking 1v1s, double teams. You know, I love that shit. And Overwatch was like, hey, you know what, let's add arcade mode. I love that they added arcade mode. It's 4 to 6 different game modes depending on like what they decide to throw in there. So like there's usually 1v1, there's a 6v6 mode where it's all random characters. Right now there's a mode where everybody's abilities recharge almost like twice as fast, and they keep finding like cool ways to get you to play. Like it's not only like 1 or 2 modes like Call of Duty. Call of Duty, the entire goal is to just play and level up, to be honest, dude. I gotta get the mail. Yeah. Yeah, Overwatch 1v1s are fun. Deagles, dingies. That's a lot of packages. That's like 3 packages. You know, it's crazy. You think about the world as a whole. We all exist to a degree, independently, socially, statistically. You know, it's crazy if you think about it. Like, it's very crazy. God, these little kids, I hate these little bastards. There's these little kids that are like, they're like playing around in the yard the other day, and I had my window down, and I heard them talking, and he's like, dude, give me back my fidget spinner, please, I need it. He's like, no, it's mine now. He's like, give me back my fidget, bro. And these are like 10-year-old little bastards. It's pretty funny. Hey, my CRV's missing. Baby! Baby! Forgot the phone was on for a second there. That ain't good. Good thing I didn't get nicked.